Alright guys, we're gonna get the show on the road. Let me add Godisz to this conversation. And here we go. Oh my god!
Hi.
Look who we have here. The star, the king of the crap.
Don't make me blush.
Of course, I mean, I have to make you blush. You did such a fantastic job. I mean, you know.
Thank you.
And your Instagram says
Thank
it. I mean,
so
if you're going to put it on your Instagram, you might as well claim it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
Of course.
That's too much for me to handle.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm sure you can handle anything. The way you cry for that movie, I know, you can cry for Africa. So it's okay. I don't think there's anything that you cannot handle. You cursed that crying. I was like, oh my God, what's happening?
That was the worst moment of my life. That was actually the worst moment of my life, trust me.
Okay, you know what? But hold that
I'm not
thought.
a cry person.
Hold that thought,
you know.
Okay? So this was gonna happen. What's up, everyone? Thanks for those who are watching right now. We have Godisz Fungwa on the phone or in the interview on the live, whatever you want to call it. And I'm talking to him about saving Mbango. Godisz is a Bamenda boy who found out that he can act. So he decided to make us cry by doing saving Mbango. And some of us got so excited that we just had to find a way to talk to him. So I'm really glad that you guys are watching this video. So I'm going to jump right into it. Godisz, you're about to tell me that it was one of the worst moments of your life on the thing. So like, explain that to me.
Well, it was an amazing experience. I'm talking worst moments in
story-wise.
Well, because I had to cry a lot, and well, I think the work, the prep I put in, the amount of prep I put in, and all of that, what made it the worst moment is because normally I'm not a cry person, so I had to dig in and find the darkest moments of my life and all of that to connect to, so I can, do that. So that was what made the experience like one of the worst moments of my life, but pretty amazing experience. I think after going through all that, I got to learn how emotional I can be, and accept to be soft, because we grew up with this thing of, oh, men are strong, men are powerful, you don't have to cry and you don't have to. So the lesson I learned from this was I tried to be soft, and I went on an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I mean, the story is incredible. You look at the title and it says Saving Mbango, and you go into watching this film and you're thinking that Mbango is going to be saved. I don't want to make any spoilers because I want everybody to watch this film. Trust me, it is going to take you on an emotional roller coaster, like you said. So describe to me the getting up to getting the role, and how that was like. Describe audition day and when you got that call that said you're going to be John.
Yep. Yeah. I heard rumors of the movie before the auditions and all of that, but I really wasn't interested because I did not think in any way that I'll be part of this. And there's this myth that we have about the industry, where we think, oh, some actors are not casted, only some particular actors are casted. And as a young person, as I am, I really don't have that going for me. So a night before the audition, I got a call from Lino Lobet, the writer of the movie, and Lino told me he would like that. He asked me if I was going to come for the premiere, for the audition. No, I don't think I'm prepared to come for audition. He told me, prepare and come for audition. I really want to have your audition. So I prepared and I went to Douala for the audition, and yeah, it was very, very, very amazing. I got there, met a few people, we talked, and then showtime came. I had a scene I was given, and I prepared with some guy. And when I was called up to audition, the director said, Kanyang Kwan, he said, well, they switched partners. They brought a young lady so I can audition with the lady. So I got to audition with her, and by the time it was a cut, the whole hall was clapping. So it was really crazy. Yeah. So I was like, whoa, what did I do? So and everybody was like, "Whoa, that's amazing, that's amazing." And then Stephanie, that was the first time I met Stephanie. I heard about her, but I not met her one on one. That was the first time. So she asked me, "Are you an actor?" And I said, "Yes." She was stunned, like, "Wow, this is amazing." And I came back, and the next day I was called, and yeah, they told me, "Okay, I'm going to send you a script. Study the script, and then we'll call you back."
Right.
So I got the script. I read it through. I still did not see myself as John.
Really?
Of course. There was another character that was killed, and that was what I was looking at, and that was a younger brother to John, and I was looking at that, and after reading, I got back to them and I said, "Okay, I'm done with it. So what next?" And then Lino told me, "Study John." I was like, "What?" I said, "Yes, study John." Then I'm like, John is the lead in this story.
Right.
It's like, yeah, study John. Jeez. I got nervous.
I can
I got so
imagine.
nervous, and then yeah, I was really shocked. Like, what? And then this is big. Like this person carries this story from the start to the end.
Exactly.
How am I supposed to do this? I got down to work, and I took it step by step by step by step. I read the script over and over, understood the characters, knew where John was coming from, knew his backstory, and then started picking, information and material to build all of this. Talked to the director, talked to Lino, the writer, and 2 weeks to go, I still felt I still did not feel like I was ready enough for this.
I mean, it's the role of a lifetime. How do you get ready for that?
Of course. Like, I still was so nervous, and I have a friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine. We started Timeless Pictures together. Franzo, he's the production designer of the movie. So I kept on telling him, "Bro, I still haven't had this. I don't feel comfortable. I don't know. I still haven't had this." And he's like, "Okay, let's go through this over and over again. Let's ask questions. Let's answer questions." And then when I did all of that, by this time I had my lines
down
by 100%.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to know who John was, where he's coming from, and why is all of this happening. With an understanding of this, I could, navigate through this. So when finally we had it, and then I talked to the director again, and then he told me his vision. He told me exactly what he wants for John. Okay. I was like, let's go do this. Right on the day where we're going to set, I still was a little nervous, and in the bus where we were all going, and people were chatting and laughing. I just didn't feel like I should, join in all of that.
To focus and drag all that energy into one place.
Of course. So I had a song playing in my ear, a song by Fali Ipupa, Ne pleure pas, ça va aller. That's in French. Don't cry, it's all going to be fine. Yeah. So that was playing in my ear, and then I was watching the view from Mondoni, like the mountain and all of that. And then something told me, "Hey, just do this. Get into this. Do it. You're meant for this, And the first day, first scene, first day we did not shoot though. Second day, first scene by the river and stuff. When I got to set first, the previous day I talked to Laura. We had this one-on-one talk where I had not really, I've not been friends with her. I wasn't close to her.
Right.
So,
wow. So you have to. Okay. Wait. Hold on 1 second. So you have to. So you're in this new place. You're driving and you're looking out the window, and the Bleu Pastavale is going in your ear, and you're looking at the Bamenda Hills, and you're kind of getting yourself into this vibe of like, I'm about to play this role, and I have to dig into the darkest parts of myself to summon this person, because this story, it's heart-wrenching, and it makes you think about life and opportunity and poverty and all these things. So you're on set and you have never met your co-star.
Yep. Look, we're met, but we're not close. We've not talked. Like I really didn't know who really she was. Like I would say, I know you. I just knew her like Laura or Nyama, but I didn't know. I didn't know exactly who this person was. So we had this talk, and the previous night we talked about the characters. We talked about what exactly bonds these two people together, what makes their love strong.
Right.
So when we had that, that was a good to go.
Okay. Well, so shout out to the producer of this movie, Stephanie Toop. She's on this live right now. She's watching this interview. And everyone else who's here, thank you so much for tuning in. We're talking to Godisz Fungwa. We're talking about Saving Mbango. So you do this film, and it's amazing. And the response to the film has been overwhelmingly good, at least on my end. And I think I've seen a lot of positive feedback online. How has that been for you as a lead character and receiving, the praise from doing such an amazing picture?
I think from the moment I got the script, I knew it was an amazing film, and when I talked to Steph, and right when we were doing negotiations for payments, for pay and all of that, for salaries and all of that,
Right.
and my main concern was how far are you willing to push this film, because we have a lot of amazing films, Cameroonian films, that haven't been sent out. People do them and they don't put in the efforts to put them out there.
Right.
Even if they do, most of these films don't really get out there.
Right.
So my concern was I want this film to be seen by everybody.
Right.
I want
It
this film
deserved
to
to
be
be.
watched by everybody.
Right.
Yeah. So when she assured me that I'm going to do everything within my power to make sure that not just the whole of Cameroon watches this movie, but the world gets to see this movie. So that was a good for me. I was so happy. But after doing all of this, with comments on set, people were like, okay, this is amazing, you did great and all that. I still did not expect the love that the world is showing me right now, and the world is showing the movie right now. I still did not expect that. It's come to me more as a surprise and as an eye opener to say, okay, if we keep doing this like
Right.
this, a lot of things are going to change. A lot of things are going to change, not just for us,
Right.
but for our country, and for the young people who are going to come after us.
Right.
You get? So it's a very good feeling,
Right.
to have people being so happy. Like nearly everybody is happy about the film, and it's like it's like a blow, It's like we won a race. So it's really amazing.
Right.
Really amazing.
And I mean, deservedly so. It is a fantastic film. I watched this film, and I watched it at 1 a.m. in the morning, and I did not go to sleep for the rest of it. That's how excited I got. And as a consumer, as somebody who watches, or who at least tries to watch Cameroonian content, I honestly can say that I hadn't had any exposure, and that might just be because I just wasn't hip enough. I haven't consumed Cameroonian film of this caliber before, and it just blew my mind. Now, before I talk about working with Stephanie and Mr. Nkwai, the director, I'm going to play the trailer a little bit because I just saw someone ask the question, where can you watch it? So it's currently on Amazon Prime, and you can watch it. I'm going to play the trailer really quickly. Where's my internet thing? Thumbs up if you can hear.
I think the I know I do my work fine. That Papa will look over.
You think nothing.
Nothing. So you think nothing.
He say you think nothing. Amazing story. You think listen, you think nothing. That's how I felt the time. I was like, what kind of father is this? Anyway, so that was the trailer, guys. It's available on Amazon Prime. And you should go watch it. Every single, like, I can't stress this enough. This is going to change the Cameroonian film industry. I believe it with all of my heart. Now, talk to me about working with the director, Mr. Nkwai. What that was like working on set with Stephanie and all the talent, amazing talent. And Laura, I mean, somebody please tell Laura that I need to talk to her too. Like this just made my entire life. Like, how was that experience like?
To work, well, no, quite before. Normally I work with him,
Okay.
and then to have him direct, me on a movie like this was just something else. Was kind of a dream come true, and to have all these people, we're almost 5 of us on set,
Right.
And to have all these people, everybody putting their hands on deck to see that this magic is made, and in a place where the conditions are harsh. Mondoni is very hot, the sun is crazy, and there's no electricity, and mosquitoes were like a brother to us, they were brothers to us because they were feeding on us basically. Trust me, it was crazy. It was crazy. We went there with mosquito repellents, but on the 4th day they stopped working. They stopped working, so we had to deal with that. So the heat was crazy, so we had to go through all of this. So it was like we were fighting to survive. Like we had a plane crash, and we were the survivors, and we had to make our way through.
Right.
Yeah, so that was what it was like. So everybody was putting everything they could put in to see that we have this work. And nobody gave up.
Right.
So it was really amazing. The love was crazy. From the costumer to the production designer. Steph herself was so amazing. Fighting every single day to make sure.
I can see her in the comments saying it was crazy.
I felt so spoiled. Like every day she asked me, hope so you don't chop. Hope so you do fine. You sleep fine. I've never had that kind of love shown to me like that. So every single person, and each time the production manager will come to wake me up 5 in the morning, and he gets in, John, we'll go for bed. So you believe for the day. You get for the first person. Now. I say yes, God, don't hear. That time you're trying to pull yourself up and go and do this. And then when you get out, other CEOs are like, go. I remember when we were shooting the last day. We shot the scenes of the burial and all of that, and I was really so exhausted. And we shot in the rain.
Right.
And then we had to come back and shoot one last scene in the night. I came back. I was broken. I could not walk. Like I was messed up. I was finished to call. And then I came back and I slept. And they were setting up for the next scene. I was on my bed. I was like, God, let's do this scene tomorrow. Can we just do this scene tomorrow?
Right.
And people had to leave the next day.
Right.
And the director sent for me to be called. And I told the person, please, I cannot come. There's no way I cannot do this. And then minutes later, he came to me and said, see, let's just finish this. We've been through worse things than this one.
Right.
I said, director, you know the way I'm feeling. I said, let's just do it. And then I had to pull myself. I was so sleepy. I was standing, I was leaning on the wall, and sleeping. And then when they said action, I opened my eyes and I walked in and I did what I had to do. And when they said cut, I sat down. I continued sleeping. So it just was crazy. And then when I heard it's a wrap, oh God. So
you sleep for 3 days straight.
Nobody's gonna take me. After the movie, I went to Douala and I slept for 5 days straight. My mom was shocked. My mom kept on asking me,
Wow.
what exactly happened in this place? Why are you sleeping like this? And then normally I'm a foodie. I eat well. And then for this number of days I did not eat a thing. My mom was so shocked. She was asking questions. Why are you not eating? Why you?
Wait.
You know, she went to work in the morning, came back in the evening, and food she prepared and kept was still there.
Yeah. All right, guys. So.
Are you really okay?
Right. So, I mean,
So
this sounds like an incredible, like, never forget experience. And I'm just sitting over here like, I wish I was on set to, like, be a part of this, because I feel like it was one of those things that you remember forever. I'm seeing in the comments, guys, I want to say this right off the bat. If you've seen the film, please, let's not spoil it for the people who haven't seen it. I know that there are certain scenes that you love and certain scenes that you enjoyed, but please, let's keep it, you know, as I don't want to say secretive, but, like, hold your excitement until, you know, everyone gets a chance to see it. But it's on Amazon Prime. Go ahead and watch this film. I mean, I don't know how many times I can say this. Very soon I'm going to start sounding like a broken record. But everybody needs to watch this film. Absolutely. So, Godisz, tell me, are there any projects that you're working on that are coming up that we should know about?
I think for the moment, I have a short that I'm working on with someone, and it's gonna drop soon. And I was to go to Rwanda for series, you know, which was postponed, and that is still in the pipeline too. So at the moment, I think the one thing that I do to keep myself alive and to keep my audience busy is short skits. I do skits, and you just have to keep practicing, keep doing something, so that, you know, the fire keeps burning.
Right.
I think those are the things that I have, you know, that are in the pipeline now. And so I think by the end of the year, I would have a couple of things I've done.
Right.
So in 2 weeks, in 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be going to Boya and the short film I have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see more of you. And for those who don't know, Godisz actually has a YouTube channel, and it's under Timeless Pictures. He does a lot of amazing skits. He actually has a character called Mr. Bimbo. So, Mr. Bimbo, I'm going to ask you now, put you on the spot a little bit. What do you think about Valentine's Day?
It is mendacious. It is cacophonous. How can a woman in her state of mind expect a man to love her with everything? Women need love too. And any woman who doesn't love a man the way women expect her to be loved is called Anafukumba.
That made my morning. I watched this clip in the morning, and I was like, this guy is, I mean, he's very well-rounded. He's a great actor. I've had an absolute pleasure talking to you. I told my viewers that I was going to open it up to some questions. So if you have any questions, tap them in the comment section, and I'm going to direct them at Godisz. But until I see a question, Godisz, tell me, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Godisz Fungwa, and you can find me on Facebook, Godisz Fungwa, and you can find me still on TikTok, Godisz Fungwa.
TikTok,
I do a lot of TikTok. Yeah, I do a lot of TikTok. So you can find me on Twitter at Godisz Fungwa. So I have just one name, you know, everywhere on every social media platform.
Which helps because, you know, especially when you're, you know, doing a lot of things, it's nice that if people have to remember one thing, then they know what to look for. And your name is actually very unique too, Godisz.
Thank you. Thank you.
Someone asked that. Are you single?
No, I'm not single.
He's taken, y'all. Sorry.
I'm so taken.
You're about to become famous. Someone wants to know what tribe you're from.
I'm from Bafut. I'm a proud son of Bafut. Yeah, very proud.
Nice. Yeah. Another person says, "Are you single? I think I like you." He said he's not single. Sorry.
Come on, guys. Come on.
So how? Actually, now that we're talking about you being single or not single, how is your partner, your girlfriend, responding to, you know, your newfound fame?
She's very supportive.
Yeah, that's good.
Very, very supportive. I think I have two amazing women in my life right now. She and my mother. They're giving me all the support I need, you know, in every way. I think if I most of the times when I'm on pressure, when I have a lot of pressure and something is not going right or something's not going good, I know I have to turn to either of these amazing people, and
Right.
they're always there for me. Yeah, it's really amazing.
Okay. And some other person asked, well, before I even say that, yes, you're right. Having support is one of the best things that anybody can ask for, especially when you're in the creative industry. It can be creatives. Sometimes they look at us like we're a little crazy, but that's because we have so many things going on, and you have to figure out what you have to do. But it's really nice to have great support. Someone asked, how does it feel to watch yourself on camera?
When I started acting, I was afraid to watch myself, to watch me do something. Like I used to do stuff and I don't want to watch it, so I always used to shy away from it. And then I listened to an interview that Samuel L. Jackson did, and Samuel said, "How can you produce something that you cannot consume? So you have to be able to consume what you produce." So I trained myself to watch myself and enjoy myself. Most of the skits I do, I watch them and I laugh my lungs out because the characters I play are different from me. So what I do is when I'm in character, I do these things, and when I'm off character, I'm Godisz, and I watch it just the way you watch it, as any other person's going to watch it and enjoy it. I will laugh at those skits the same way some other person's going to laugh at those skits. So
And that's important.
yeah, I watch myself. It's very important. You have the balls to do that.
Right.
You don't expect people to drink your milk when you can't drink it.
Okay, so another person asking, and if Stephanie's on the line, maybe she can hop in the comments. Can we expert America, when America accent clashes with Cameroon accents, can we expect part two? Has Stephanie said anything about part two?
No. She I think she'll be the right place to answer that.
Right.
She's not said anything yet.
Okay.
No, nothing yet.
Okay, another person saying, what do you do to prepare yourself on a daily basis for future roles or for a role that you're working on? What do you do? What's your ritual?
Yeah, I think this quarantine period has been. I like this period because on a daily basis, what I do is even before this, I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos on acting. I used to read a lot about acting. I used to watch other movies. But now I don't just watch movies, but what I do is on a daily basis, I'm planning to start dropping a couple of monologues in a few days to come. So I've already shot 4 monologues. So on a daily basis, I work on my monologue and I watch a lot of movies, and I'm trying to break new bounds.
Right.
We don't just want you to be wild about this movie now. I want you to be wild about some other thing I'm going to do in the future. So I'm working hard to go past this that I've done. So I think every day for me is a school. Every single thing I experience is a lesson to me. I think actors don't even need to really say they have to learn in school, but your day-to-day experiences are the greatest school you ever have.
Right.
So if I step out, I observe people, observe things people do, children. There's a lot that you can learn from children.
Yeah.
And not just that, but I make sure that every single day, I watch something that's going to add value to my acting career.
Right. And that's fantastic. So guys, you're watching Godisz Fungwa, and he's talking to us about saving Mbango and, what he does as an actor to produce such amazing, talent that you watch. Please go watch the movie. It's on Amazon Prime. And purchase the movie and watch it. It's changing the way we see Cameroonian content. I'm so happy to be talking to you, Godisz. So I'm going to take one last question from the comments. So what kind of African stories are you looking to see that you haven't seen on screen yet? Are there certain like kind of stories that you want to see produced that are, very Afrocentric?
The thing about saving Mbango is that the movie is very authentic, and away from being authentic, the movie speaks a lot to us Cameroonians.
Yeah.
And I want to see African stories from the northwest region of Cameroon. I want to see original African stories. I want us to to put on screen our amazing traditional dances, amazing, the amazing cultures that we have. We just haven't seen that yet. Like,
Right.
I haven't had enough of that yet on screen. I just haven't seen that.
I agree.
There's a lot of people who are going to know. We're going to know more about Cameroon and more about the Southwest and Northwest from this movie Seven Mbango. There's a lot of people who did not know that. I think cinema is the mirror to every society.
Right.
I've never been to the US, but I know a lot of things about the US because I watched a lot of Hollywood movies.
Right.
Ghana, Cameroonian movies. I've not been to Nigeria, so I want to see stories that sell our culture, that sell who we are as a people, as Cameroonians. So those are the kind of movies I want to see.
Applause for that. I need to buy one of those applause button things that you press and the applause goes off. Applause. I agree with you 100%. I mean, one of the things that I enjoyed so much about this film is the fact that it was in pidgin, but it wasn't in any kind of pidgin, because across Africa, most different countries speak pidgin, right? And they speak a different variation of the language. But when I listened to it, I was like, this is Cameroon. This is not Nigeria. This is not Sierra Leone. This is Cameroonian pidgin. And the whole film is in pidgin. And it made me feel so, like, known in a way. You know, I was like, those are my people. Like, this is where I'm from. And especially for people like us who, haven't been back home in a long time, watching films like that, they take you back home, and it's a beautiful feeling, and definitely more of that. Godisz, are you still with me? I think it's spinning.
I'm with you. I don't know, something has happened.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I mean, I'm so proud of you and how well you did in this film. If you could work, just another question that I got in the comments. If you could work with one Hollywood actor, who would it be, and why?
I would work with Idris any day and any time. Any day, any time. I grew up seeing this guy as myself. I think in a way I connect to him. I feel like I know this guy. Like I feel like I grew up with him. Somehow I know this guy like that.
Wow.
So
that's incredible. I mean, he's an incredible actor. So that's definitely
of course he is.
A good choice.
Yeah, he is. So yeah, he is that person. Anytime, anywhere, and for free, for nothing. Sometime I will.
Okay.
Just to share this.
Idris, are you
share that
listening?
bond with him.
We just got you a castmate right now. Come on, grab him. He's phenomenal. He's talented. All the things. Anyway, thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you so much for allowing me to talk to you and pick your brain about your experience on set and all of that. I would definitely love to have another conversation with you. I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes peeled for what you have coming out next, because I just believe that you were born to do this, and I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you now. I'm saying that because that's how I felt when I saw you on screen. But yeah, so I mean, this was fantastic. Y'all go follow Godisz on Facebook and Instagram and all the places. I'm going to have this video edited, and I'm going to put it up on my YouTube channel, and I'll send you a link to Godisz so you can put it out to your people. Fantastic work. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks, Stephanie, for stopping by. A whole Stephanie stopped by my live video. Like, this is making my entire life. Like, people don't even know. But I'm happy, and I'm grateful.
There's somebody.
Sorry?
There's somebody asking you didn't pick. There's somebody asking you didn't pick my
question.
I'm
sorry. What was your question, honey? I'm sorry. What was your question? Let me scroll back a little bit. Kang for Menki wants to know. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, what extra touch are you bringing into the Cameroonian movie industry?
I think authenticity is something we don't really see in a lot of our movies. I think that's something that a lot of actors have to really work on, and we want people to watch a movie and not feel like they're watching a movie.
Right.
We want people to watch a movie and experience and go through an experience, So that's something I won't bring. That's something I think,
I mean, and that's why this movie is so great. That's why Saving Mbango is so great, because I watched that film and I was crying for Laura or Mbango. I was crying for John. I was crying for the missing universe. I was crying for all the things, and I was like, this is what a movie should feel like. You should get lost in the story, and that's what you guys do so fantastically. So thank you so much. Y'all go follow MB Productions, follow Stephanie Toom, follow Godisz Fungwa, follow Mr. Nkwai on Instagram. I'm going to leave a comment when I put this on IG Live. I'll put everybody's contact on there. So please, guys, go follow these people. They're doing amazing work, and I'm so proud of you all. So I'll talk to you guys when the next big film drops, because I'm already ready. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
Of course,
Thank you so much.
I'm
happy to be on your platform.
Thank you so much. All right, we'll talk later.
Later.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So that was Godisz Fungwa. I mean, what a conversation. He's talented. He's intelligent. And Stephanie Toom stopped by to, share, one line about how crazy it was being on set, and just what an amazing experience it's been. I am so proud of all of the work that you guys did. I am so proud to be Cameroonian. In a time like this, when we're suffering from a world pandemic, when we're, our own country has been, under certain stresses for the past couple of years, this is a ray of sunshine. This is a ray of light, in a seemingly dark tunnel, and I'm so proud to be a part of that in a very small way. Thank you for all of the work that you guys are doing. I'm going to put this video up on YouTube. Please, when I put it up, you guys go watch, share, like, do all the things so that we can push our movie industry forward. Cameroon to the forefront, always and forever. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys the next time I do one of these. Bye! Mwah.